Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devon Terrell, and welcome to another Help Me Devon review. And today, in this Help Me Devon review, I'll be showing you guys the Apogee Hype Mic, a USB microphone that has a built-in analog compressor. This is insane. This is having an audio interface and a microphone all in one, and it sounds so dope. And I'm going to show you why I think it's worth your time and your money. Now, what I'm going to do is let's hear what the mic sounds like. Let's not waste any time. I'm gonna record a song using this mic so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. I'm gonna record straight into this microphone and run it through one of my templates, and let's see what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't imagine all the things that we could find it. Don't turn and run up on us something on this road. And I don't ever miss a turn up on some say this. When the time to down this road, when you got it good to find it, sitting wanna testify and I gon' get it. When I get myself on up to turn with it, when somebody could tell me something with it, and I did it. When the turn up on a fight, but every time you get to want someone on fight, when I get someone else to run. Oh, I could have kept going on that one. This sounds nice through my template. Wow.
So there you're seeing some of the capabilities of this mic when you throw a mix on it and put it into a song. The fact that I'm going to be able to have this type of quality in a bedroom, in a hotel room, in a car, just literally plugging it directly into my computer is insane. Realize it works like an interface, an audio interface. The fact that I can plug my headphones into it and put it on my ears. Let me show you the microphone so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about with the thing. Hold on one sec. Just make sure you comment, like, and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. So sorry, have to do that. Back to the video. So first and foremost, this is the Hype Mic. And the Hype Mic is greeted with two buttons. One in the front at the top and this one on right below it, which is basically like a volume knob. I'll go into more detail about that in a second. Underneath it, you'll notice two ports. You'll notice a headphone jack so that you can actually listen to what the sound source sounds like for the microphone coming out of the DAW or the direct input. I'll explain that later as well. And then, of course, you have this USB port right here, which they were so gracious to actually put 3 different cables inside of the actual packaging. One for your iPhone, another for a regular USB input, and then they have another one for USB-C inputs for newer iPads and for Galaxy tablets and things of that nature. So it's awesome that you have that many options to plug this mic into. It's great for iOS stuff, which is your cell phone and iPad. So it's super great for travel. Speaking of travel, they also included the carrying case. And the carrying case is going to be great for packing into my bag or putting away, safely and comfortably without feeling like I'm going to destroy something on a plane or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. So something important that I want you guys to understand is how this mic works as far as its functionality. Now, what you're going to do is when you look at the very front of the mic, you're going to see a button. And this button, basically, every time that you click it, 1, 2, 3, you're basically cycling between, do you want to hear the direct input of what you're saying into this mic? Do you want to hear the playback of the DAW, the process sound from whatever you're playing this in your program with all your plugins and stuff like that? Or do you want to hear a mix of both? So that's basically what's happening. So when you have it on the first setting, that is going to be the direct input that you're going to be able to hear in the headphones direct. So that's literally exactly what you're saying into this microphone. You're going to hear directly, untouched, just what it's actually inputting. Then if you go to the middle, you're going to be hearing a blend between playback or what's playing back from your DAW and the direct signal that you had. So you're going to hear a blend of both. And then if you hit it to the very far right, you're going to be hearing just the process signal that's coming back to your headphones from the actual DAW. So that's an interesting functionality that you can have to basically decide, do you want a direct input monitor, or do you want to hear the actual process sound from whatever DAW or whatever playback you're hearing it from? Next thing you're going to see is you're going to see this knob right here. Now, not only is this knob right here a volume knob, but it's also a button. When you press the button, you'll notice that it's on the blue on the left. Press it again, blue, it's on the second one, and you press it a third time, it's on the third one. Basically, this is how you activate the analog compression within the microphone. So when there is nothing there, when you press it, that is no compression. You press it one time, that's the first stage of compression. Second time, more compression. Third time, more compression. So there's 3 stages of compression that you can choose from. If you want something more intense, then you can basically just go up that way. Now, with that said, I want you guys to hear what this microphone sounds like with the compressor and speaking through my cell phone. So let's get an idea of what this sounds like just speaking through my cell phone and messing with the analog compressor. So right now I'm going to switch over audio and video to my cell phone. Basically, I'm recording this in my cell phone, literally on my iPhone, on the camera app, just recording this, going directly into my cell phone. As you can see, this is going directly to my cell phone in 3, 2, 1. And right now you are hearing the hype mic in my cell phone. And I am, wow. And basically realized that my headphones are plugged in, so I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing it with 0 latency. It sounds great. And this is with no compression. So now let's add a little bit of compression to this. So this is with some compression, and it's just the first stage of compression, which is very soft as they've described it, and it's calm. It's not too much, but it definitely brought up the presence in my vocals and everything. Now let's head up to the second stage of compression. Here we go. Now this is the second stage of my compression, and now I'm starting to get that sound, and this is a little bit of a squeeze. And this is obviously to taste when it comes to your compression, but I am at the second stage of compression. Now they said the third stage is really, really tight, and it's heavy. So let's test that out right now. And this is the third stage of compression, and it's compressing, and it's compressing, but it feels broadcasty, kind of like what they're going for and stuff like that. So this summer on the year of this, like, it is compressing. That is so awesome. And now let's go back to regular. So this is with no compression again. So I like this setting of 1 compression. This feels good. This sounds great, man. Like if you're trying to do some kind of podcast stuff or anything of that nature, there's so many different ways to use this. But man, this is an interface microphone in one, and it comes in a little pouch. I can cut vocals. I can do so many things on this. So last thing to note when you're using this microphone is make sure that you are setting appropriate levels. And the way that you would make sure you're doing that is obviously by this volume knob right here in the front. Now, granted, what's great about it is if you're going too far or distorting, it's going to let you know besides you just hearing it. The indicators are going to light up bright red, letting you know you got too much signal hitting this microphone. So the way you combat that is obvious. Back off until you're just hitting greens. You can decide if you want to hit to the third line or the second line, but nonetheless, that's totally up to you as far as how hot you want your signal. So overall, I'm really impressed with the hype mic. I will be having this in my bag when it comes to traveling. That's what I feel like it's the most convenient for, especially for me as a singer-songwriter. I know that I can cut vocals wherever I want and just have quality. I literally have an analog compressor built into it as well. And what makes that so powerful is the fact that I'm gonna be able to have vocals that are compressed coming into my system as opposed to having this dry signal, which is so powerful. And for those of you that don't understand compression, understand that it helps to close the gap between the loudest sound and the quietest sound, giving you a more cohesive sound so that it doesn't get so lost in your mix, whatever your sound is. But that's a story for another day. Just know that you have it inside of this microphone at your disposal, and you can actually dial in some settings to make it stronger or less. So I hope that was helpful. That was my review on the Apogee hype mic. I do highly recommend this. I'll actually put a link in the description below for the microphone. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, I want to thank Apogee for sending this over to me. Shout out to my guys over there and girls that sent this to me, and this came super highly recommended, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm super impressed by it. Make sure you visit helpmedevon.com at any time if you want to get some of our templates and goodies to help keep supporting this channel. Also, make sure that you guys visit us at Help Me Devon on our Instagram. And also make sure you join our Discord community with a bunch of aspiring engineers like yourself. I hope that was helpful. And until next time, you guys.